It is the 1st of December of 2021, and so begins the countdown to the holiday season. And some good news has propped up just recently in relation to the United States and its relationship with the Toys R Us stores. Just earlier this year, in late January, the very last two USA locations of Toys R Us were closed permanently. This came in the unfortunate wake of so many Toys R Us's ending their run in the United States, and now the leftover 900 locations scattered across the rest of the world, most of those being in the United Kingdom and here in Canada. But, good news has showed up. For the past 6 months, there's been talk from the parent company that owns the United States branch of Toys R Us, WHP Global. And there have been talking for a while to bring back Toys R Us. And a lot of those plans were pushed back because of the big V and everything that was going on in the world. You know, retail stores were just getting clobbered in early 2020 because of stuff like that. But now the holiday season is creeping up, and they've been secretly planning a big move to open their very first gigantic flagship store for this new generation of Toys R Us. So then, good news for you, December 15th, if you live in Jersey, specifically the American Dream Mega Mall in New Jersey. In December 15th, they will be opening their 20,000 square foot, two-floor, 2 stories tall flagship brand new Toys R Us for the United States market. Now, this is going to be done in the same style as the original Toys R Us, but will also possess some brand new elements because this will be the flagship one. Much like anyone who had the luck to go see the Toys R Us Times Square. I went to see it once in my life, and it was quite the experience. So they kind of want to bring that same kind of flavor where, because this is the flagship one, and it's a 2-story tall Toys R Us, it's going to have all kinds of different experiences. There'll be all kinds of stuff for kids there. There's going to be an ice cream shop, a cafe. There's going to be a 2-story slide that the kids could slide down. It's going to be all kinds of craziness that's going to be going on there, as well as being the flagship Toys R Us that you could buy toys from. Now, the reason why they picked the American Dream Mega Mall is because it's actually located nearby the Nickelodeon Universal theme park, the DreamWorks water park. It's kind of a good family destination experience, and the Toys R Us being there almost adds as a little tourist destination too. Even though it's a retail store, it adds to it. Again, much like if you went to New York and you were a toy collector, how did you not go to that Toys R Us in Times Square? It was a tourist attraction as much as it was a toy store. So this is the plan. So again, December 15th, if you live in the Jersey area or will be in the Jersey area, be sure to swing by the American Dream Mega Mall to check that out. Now, that being said, what does that mean afterwards? Is this something that's just going to be for the holiday season? Clearly, it's December 15th. It's going to run, till Christmas or whatever. But will this continue to exist after the fact? Is all this effort going to be in vain or whatever? Well, that main location, that flagship location, will exist in that mall continuously. And the plan is that with a partnership with Macy's, that Toys R Us will exist in the Macy's department stores, at least starting with 400 locations going into 2022. Now, we don't know the extent of it. Is it going to be that all Macy's in their toy sections will be converted into Toys R Us's, which will be in a limited capacity, because we're not talking the giant locations that we're normally familiar with. Toys R Us is on average are 9,000 to 12,000 square foot stores. This is going to be something that's more going to be confined just to, it seems, Macy's toy section, which are, modest-sized locations, probably slightly smaller than the toy section of, let's say, a Walmart. So it's a start. And then they'll see where it goes from there. It's still a rocky time that we live in today in the world when it comes to retail and people wanting to go out to physically do their toy shopping, when we still live in a world where variants exist and all kinds of craziness in the news and people freaking out. when it's just so much easier to click a button on Amazon and have it shipped to your door. No fuss, no muss. So we'll see how this goes down. Obviously, they're going to be trying to take advantage again of the holiday rush buying season and stuff like that. And probably with this flagship location, also taking advantage of the touristy kind of flavor to it. And then hopefully we'll see more what comes after that. Spokespersons at the American Dream Mall have said that usually after Black Friday, a lot of purchases from their mall rises 245% and continuously stays like that until way after Christmas. So it's a strategic move. They know what they're doing. They're just hoping that they could do something with the Toys R Us brand, which still has a lot of equity and a lot of name recognition with a lot of different families, collectors, kids, and everything like that, and potentially could grow something from it. It looks like it's going to be something really spectacular. I'm very excited for the people of New Jersey who are going to be able to get this, much like anyone who lived in New York City back in the day had literally, in my opinion, the best Toys R Us location that ever existed was that Times Square one. It was a sight to be seen, to say the least. But this is fantastic. This is great news for Americans who, unfortunately, for the past couple of years have lived in a world without Toys R Us. And now there's a potential of it potentially coming back. So if there is success with this flagship location, they could, look at it to probably open up in other spots, maybe, find other big cities that kind of have touristy kind of flavor to them and open up locations around that. And then while the Macy's department store kind of, I guess we'll call it partnership offshoot, see how that grows and how that works out for them too. It's a tough world we live in. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to how do we go about getting people to go back into stores, let alone buying product, combined with a lot of other online companies that are doing their best to kind of keep the market online. And, if they have to lose money on shipping and their margins and everything like an Amazon, they're going to do that. I feel, and I've said this before, that for Toys R Us, in order to survive, they have to look at not just what Amazon's doing, but also Walmart. They're going to have to build a strong foundation of an online model that while the stores themselves will still exist physically, you have to have a strong online presence that if somehow a parent goes into those stores and sees a product and doesn't pick it up that day, if they go home, it's in their mind, oh, I saw that Batman playset at Toys R Us. Maybe I'm going to go look on Toys R Us's website and order it there because I don't feel like going back out. That's kind of just the world we live in today. I mean, it's kind of what destroyed the bookstore industry in a lot of ways, combined with Amazon and online. So let's hope this all works out. This is fantastic news. And I mean, when the world opens up a little more and I could do more traveling, Jersey isn't too far away from my home base here at the Transformer Slag podcast. So might be worth the pilgrimage to check it out when the time comes. But let me know what you think. This is exciting news for my buddies below the border. And it looks like Toys R Us is at least back in some shape or form.